I'm Erica Gillis, and welcome to One Step Beyond You podcast, home of motivation and inspiration. Each week we have different guests on here and we talk about different topics that will motivate and inspire you onto the next level of your life. This week I have a special guest. She's the District Director of Jafra Cosmetics. Join me in welcoming Mentory Braggs. Hi, Mentory.
Hello, Erica. How are you?
Fine, and you?
Great. And let me congratulate you first. And you look gorgeous, too.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad you were able to make it to our podcast.
I'm glad to be here. Glad to be here.
Yeah.
And thank you for the opportunity to share.
You're welcome, because I've been enjoying Jafra for so many years. Mm-hmm. I want people that don't know about Jafra, or I get a lot of people that say, Jafra, are they still around? Mm-hmm. And so I want them to have an opportunity to know that Jafra still exists. And so one of the ways I start the podcast, I always let people know how we met. Can you tell everyone how we met? Do you remember?
Well, I think you can probably tell that story better than me. Because that's been about...
I started selling Jafra in 2002, I want to say.
2002, okay.
When I lived in New Britain, Connecticut. So I was under a different branch. Mm-hmm. But they weren't giving me the answers that I needed. And my mother was here in Michigan, and she was like, I met this lady. She was on fire. I got her number for you. And so I started calling you opposed to calling my own manager. Mm-hmm. And so when I came to Michigan, I was so happy to meet you and see you. And we just been rocking and rolling ever since.
Yes, because I met your mother first.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I remember that part. So yeah, and she's such a sweet lady. Now I love her personality. So and you just fit right in, because you both two have a very, very warm heart, warm spirit, and I know she's probably supportive of you doing this business as well. I know she's proud of you.
Yes, she is. She's a big advocate of the podcast and whatever I'm going on, got going on, but really the podcast. Because you should have seen her when I took her to the Get Motivated seminar.
Oh my God.
I come back, she had all the ladies surrounding her, and she passing out my business card. Uh-huh. And so when I come, they looking at me like, oh, there she go.
Yeah, she's one of your biggest cheerleaders. I'm sure she's going to be so supportive of you. Mm-hmm. But what happened was, then when you come in, when we met, because you eventually moved here. Well, you've been here now for some time.
Yeah.
So you went on to become a leader yourself and a builder in Jafra yourself. But I have to say, I didn't have a whole lot to do with it, because you already had the winning attitude and the winning smile, and you're a people person, so people are naturally drawn to you. One thing I'll say about Jafra itself is Jafra has excellent quality product, so people love the product already. Mm-hmm. And we're in outside the United States, we're in about 17 other countries. We're international, 500,000 consultants worldwide. Okay. So when I joined many years ago, Jafra, by the way, was born in 1956. Okay. So I started Jafra when I was 29 years old, and had no clue what I was doing. But one thing I did know about Jafra was I used the product. I was hostess for a Jafra hostess, and I tried the product, and I fell in love with the product. So I had no interest in selling the product, but I was just amazed at how women goo gaga over stuff that smell good, look good, feel good, and all that sort of thing. So I said, let me think about this for a minute. After all, cosmetic is about $7 billion industry. Yes. And there's many companies out there, so Jafra fits right in too. So I decided, in spite of being shy, didn't have any clue who I was going to share Jafra with, because I wasn't fortunate enough to have a large family. I have one sister, I have 4 brothers. I didn't have many cousins. I have like 3 that are here. That's it. So I wasn't around a lot of women, so I didn't know where my support was going to come from. Mm-hmm. But I will tell you something about myself. I had a goal, and it was before Jafra was around. Okay. My goal was to not work a job 30, 40 years. That much I knew. And the other thing I knew was God has me here for a reason. So I had to discover what my talents are, because I have a fear. I had a fear of not being able to share my talents that God blessed me with the world. Because one thing I know, that we're all here for a reason. And the reason is to share the talents that you have. What Jafra did for me when I joined Jafra was it gave me the opportunity to develop those talents. I had no idea that sharing Jafra was going to build really myself.
Right.
It's not a... yes, you can see I've come a long way from being this shy person. Had no clue, no clue. I had no marketing skill, none whatsoever. But once again, I knew that I was going to leave a mark on this world. That much I knew. I just didn't know how. And Jafra became a vehicle because it had, like I said, it had excellent products. So my goal was to actually work on myself and see how am I going to share this product with other women and men, and because we have a men's skincare line, baby line, complete baby line, and women, children, the whole entire family. Well-liked product. People love that. Know Jafra love our raw almond, raw jelly. So we have a product line that's kind of unique and well-liked. I knew that, so I knew all I had to do was just work on myself. And if I could work on myself, being shy, how do I talk to people? How do I come out my shell? What do I do? And I found out my talent through Jafra. Okay? And when you come into Jafra, you can be as creative as you want to be. And so, okay, I got this product. Now what do? I got to figure out how to get it on people. How you going to get on people if you're afraid to talk to them or don't know what to say? And weren't blessed or born with those skills because I wasn't socialized with many people as a child. So that's the fun thing about Jafra. It gave me an opportunity to do those things, meet a lot of women. I have so many girlfriends now, it's just no room for anymore. My customers, my friends, my consultants, we all like to be together outside of Jafra. We travel together. We go to concerts together. We slow roll together. I do a lot of activities. So through Jafra, I have met so many people, and they become your friends. They invite you to their baby showers and everything else that's going on. So it is a self-help business. And Jafra taught me how to run a business by working on myself. So I'll tell you my key.
What's your key?
And it's to help anyone. Have a willing heart to serve others. If you can serve others, you can run a business and you can be successful. Because it's not about building successful skills and tools. Matter of fact, I'll tell you a book. It's called If How-Tos Were Enough, We'd All Be Thin, Skinny, and Rich, or Rich, Thin, and Skinny. Because a lot of people come into the business and say, now, how do I do this? How do I do that? You know, and it's about the how-tos will come when you set the goal. If my goal is to win the next trip that Jafra's offering to Hawaii, or if my goal is I just simply want to, I've had consultants come into the business say, I just need to get my kids some gym shoes by such and such a day. School is starting. You know, you can have a small goal, you can have a large goal. But if you have the goal, the how-tos will come to you. You got to set the goal first. And keep your eye on the prize. That's what I say. And the how-tos will come. Because there's so many ways to get to that. That whatever your goal may be.
Absolutely. As I know, as you can see on my wall, I have my short-term and long-term goals. My vision board, and it feels so good. Number one is to start a podcast. So it feels good to actually start to be able to cross things off on your goal board. So I think that's pretty cool. But I know when I was doing Jafra, my goal was to be a manager. And man, we went down to crunch time. I think it was the last day of the month. I met and signed up and qualified the last consultant I needed to qualify. But it was a rush, but I felt like I finally accomplished something. And I think that was so empowering for me, you know.
That's the fun part to me. Set a goal and let's do it. Let's do it. And the thing about being in business or being in, not just Jafra, but any type of business, it is as, remember that is we, not I. If you can think in terms of we when you're getting into any type of, whatever your goal may be, because no one gets to the top by themselves, no matter what your goal is. It's always thinking we. And when you think we're going to do this, people will come to you. And I've always asked the Lord to find the people that He wants me to work with, and send the people to me, and I figure we can do this together because there's strength in numbers. and as opposed to I. Because if you think of just I in terms of I when you're doing things, you're missing out on so many other possibilities and resources that's available when you think in terms of team. And I think I mentioned earlier, I did not have any type of business skills or things like that, but I had met plenty of people that did. I tell you, on my team, I have people that are so gifted. I have RNs, highly skilled people that I work with, team up with, and people that are just going the same direction that I'm going. They have dreams, and we all go to the top together. So when you empower other people, say, okay, come on, I want you to join my team. We're going to have fun. We're going to do this. People feel comfortable because they know that support is there. I'm going to support you, and we're going to do this together. It was never about just me.
Well, you still support me, and I don't sell Jafra, but I was like, Mentory, I need that stuff. Where people know that they can still call me. They go, you still selling Jafra? I'm like, no, but I can get you some.
That's right. We can get it to you.
Yeah, so that's good.
Because we aim to please. That's the whole point. We aim to please. We're going to get it to you.
Right. So, are you the so you're the district director, but are you the highest African American woman in the company?
In the United States, we have. I'm actually not sure how many district managers, how many district directors we have. Probably about between the district manager and director, probably maybe 100 or 200, possibly. I'm the only African American one, which floors me, which is absolutely crazy because I just to this day don't understand why I'm the only one, because I have no special skills, as you can see, but I'm just determined, and I'm sure out of the many women that's in the United States, they can build a district as well. So and in a way, it's kind of fun because we go to banquets and recognition and trips and things. I do have women that are not in Detroit area. I have them in Atlanta and other areas as well too. So, but it's kind of like we're kind of known. We kind of stand out. And I do have my sister district manager in Atlanta. Her name is Lisa Washington. So there's a couple other that's outside of my district. But and there's Renee Stover-White that's here. She's a manager. But we work together as a team, and that's the beauty about being involved with Jafra. We all work as a team, and we even leave and go travel, and we do events out of state, Chicago. You know, I do events in wherever people are. I do a lot of events nationwide.
Right, you do the you still do at the veterans, the VA hospital?
Yes, I set up a VA hospital, have quite a few men, because we carry entire men's skincare line and probably about 30 colognes and fragrances for men, skincare line for men. So yeah, I set up at Veterans Hospital, and that's how I met my husband.
Oh, such
so
a nice
you might need someone doing that because you get a lot of clients.
Yes, that's all right.
And meet a lot of people.
Yeah, that's all right. You know, I know one of the things that was kind of challenging when I was selling Jafra and I'm out there doing tables, you do meet a lot of men, you know, and it's like you want to be as professional as you can, but they smelling good too. So you know that could be a bit of a challenging. So how were you able to know that Robert was more than just a client? He was somebody that you was smitten with.
Well, actually, he was just a client. He was a client, and I keep it separate. I do. If you're my client, you are my client, and I treat everyone that way. That's my professional, you know. And I've always believed in that. I don't believe in even in the workplace environment. I don't believe in dating in your work circle, because what happens if you fall out with one another? It's just not a good thing to do. So no, actually, he was a client of mine. But that's the beauty of getting to know people. As I said earlier, many of my customers and my consultants, I get to know them so well because they buy the product over and over and over. We have a pre-order business, and that's, you know, people call me all the time. Oh, I'm out of my day cream. I'm going to work today, and I'm ordering this. And you get to know people, and so you talk to them, and they become your friends. So then what happens what happened in our case was, this was about a year and a half or two later. He's been my client for some time. I wanted to go to a festival, Elizabeth Lake Jazz Festival. I'll never forget, it was August 2016. And I said, And I have plenty of girlfriends I go out with all the time. And I said, I'm going to ask Robert. For some reason, I have never in my life asked a man out on a date. But I knew he was good company.
Yes.
And anybody know Robert, know he's a bunch of fun. And he'll be good company. And I know he'll be a gentleman. Yes. And see, that's the beauty of knowing people ahead of time. Because so I knew who was. Because we've had many conversations as a person on that level, so I knew he would be a gentleman. So I asked him out, and we've been together ever since.
Right.
That one date out to the jazz concert led to many dates of having coffee afterwards. And like I said, I knew a lot of things. I knew him pretty well before we went out. So, of course, when I called him, asked for a date to go out, of course, he probably about fainted at the end of the phone. He couldn't believe it. He said, well, sure, okay.
Right. Wow. That's awesome. So, when you first got started selling Jafra, did you work another job?
Yes, I started selling Jafra with my girlfriend. She had just recently received her economic degree from U of M, valedictorian, very smart, straight A student. And she said, let's go sell Jafra. And I said, well, okay. She was a good friend of mine, and that's what we started doing. And it's funny, because to this day, I have my people work in teams, do events together, do pamper parties together, do one-on-ones together, do trade shows together as a team, and work as a team. Well, what happened was, I saw how well people loved the product. I said, oh my God, I'm making this as much money as I'm doing on my job. I'm collecting money, people order, and to this day, I still have some of my original customers from way back when. I've been selling Jafra for 30 plus years now. And people, because you run out of product, you have to call me. You can't get anywhere else. And so, so that I 3 years later, I ended up resigning from my job to just do it full time. So build, anytime you want to have a little side hustle to make extra money, which is good, you can do that too. I just decided I'm going to make it my career, because remember my goal before I even got into Jafra, that I will one day not retire from. I've not given a job 30, 40 years. I knew I was not going to do that. It had to be a better way.
Yeah, and it's nice to have those goals. And I can't say that I had that kind of goal back then, but man, I got a heck of a goal now. So that's why I try to tell people you are never too old to set your goals and start on something that you want to start on. So that's wonderful. Empowering yourself, women empowerment.
And let me mention something about Empowering Women magazine. That's the beauty of me being involved with Jafra. I had no idea where it would take me. When they called me, I was selected to be on the cover of Empowering Women magazine. That's been in 2000 and almost 10 years ago. And about 10 years ago. And this is just one of the things that have benefited from being involved with Jafra, that I've been selected to. They flew me out, all four of us, out to California, rented out a beach house. I found out what it's like to be a model. We had hair makeup, and they had rented out the beach house, and we had to do photo shoots walking along the beach. It was cold because it was December, but you just fake it and look like you're enjoying and having a good time and everything. They actually had someone come to my house first and interview me. My grandkids are in the picture in here as well, and then they flew me out to California. All four of us actually. And because they wanted to do a story on someone, so I was chosen that have actually started from nothing and built an entire district in a matter of a couple years. Actually, my team went from, I joined Jafra, and I would say in about a matter of 2 years, I had promoted at least 3 managers, and their team, I had at least 200 consultants then. It just grew like crazy, and like I said, I could only tell you it was because of the we mentality that I had. Is we together.
So how many consultants do you have now?
Hundreds. Just in my downline still.
Wow.
My phone rings all the time. Thank God for social media.
Yes.
Now people can text. People can use the WhatsApp. We have communication going on all the time. It's easier to get in touch with people. It's easier to train people. social media has made it so much easier. Matter of fact, it's made it easier for a lot of people to even run their business, because I have people that come into Jafra and just want to run an internet business, too. And doing their Jafra. I have men that are in Jafra. I've always had men. Most of the time I had them because they were either barbers, and they had the clientele, or I've had dance instructor. They're around people. You're around people. People love Jafra, and if they know Jafra's available through you, you will have business. Yeah. So, so there's many ways of doing Jafra. I've even had handicapped people. I've had people that were blind. Because matter of fact, a couple of my consultants are in wheelchair. Oh, wow. And and that doesn't stop them.
Right, they feel empowered.
Yeah, because anybody can get on the phone, anybody can get on the internet. Let me tell you a little trick. Somebody can call me and I can say, they ask about a shade of lipstick. I'll just draw little circles of testers of lipstick on my hand, take a picture, and text it to them. Say, what do you think about this shade? Yeah. There's all kind of ways of doing business now. It's come a long way since I joined. Yeah. So it's so much easier now. So
and then they've probably updated their websites and things. Oh, yes. And technology is a lot different. So people don't have to just wait. Do you still mail out the catalogs to people? Okay.
Still mail book, or you can send an e-brochure online. Or people can go right to my website. It's jafra.com/mbraggs, and go online, place an order, join Jafra, or even just look at an e-brochure. So people can do that as well. If somebody wanted to join Jafra, they can join online and start their own business, because it only costs like $64 to join Jafra, and they can start their business immediately, and as well as have their own website. It's free. And people can find you and order direct from your website and have shipped to them. So, like I said, it's come a long way.
Right, I see. Because when I was selling Jafra, the website wasn't free. We used to have to pay.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
It's been a year.
Wow. Wow.
And it's very, you would not believe the website. It's absolutely awesome.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah,
I'm lazy. I just be like, man, sorry. And then
you're spoiled.
And you know what? It's funny, because when I ran out of my powder, I went to Walmart, and Jalen will tell you, I think I bought some Revlon, right? So I come home, I put the Revlon on, I look like a white ghost, right? And I was like, wait a minute, I'm not this white. I got a little tan to me. So then I said, well, come on, Jalen. So the next day I took went and pick something else, and he said, can you return makeup? I said, yep, every time till I found my color. Yeah. I still was not able to find my color so I was so happy when you delivered my Jafra, because it didn't look right. I was either too light or too dark. So when I put the dark makeup on, I looked scary. Like, it was...
just don't tell them you're wearing Jafra.
No.
And your customers know, and your friends know you wear Jafra. Yeah, wear that.
But you know what? When you purchase it in the store, you can't open it up and test it, and that's what makes it so hard. Not saying that it's probably a bad product, but I need to test what looks good on me.
Yeah, and with Jafra, you try before you buy. All of our product line, and our products are guaranteed as well. So even if somebody did, chose something out of the catalog, something, they're guaranteed as well. So they'll be satisfied with it. And also, we have, because we do believe in someone getting a facial or trying to makeup, lipstick, and everything. You do try before you buy it. So that's what we do. That's what I'm here for. I tell people, when they want to know, what do you do for a living? I visit people for a living. That's what I do. Right. I visit people, and I bring my fragrance bag, makeup, or skincare line. That's what I bring with me. And we just sit down and have a good time, and you try the products, and people love our product. Lately, I've been going to a lot of senior citizen homes. Okay. They just love us when we come in every beginning of the month, around the 3rd of the month, and they just love this service because they like to be pampered, and that's what I do. Right. Like I said, I visit. We bring a couple of cookies and some apple cider or something, and just sit down and invite the seniors down. They love little outings, nursing homes. There's so much. Like I said, you could be so creative in this business. Yeah.
I know when I was selling Jafra, I would love to do my pamper parties. I think my favorite one was the foot spa party. because Jafra has this CD with all these great sounds, and you just and I would get all these the foot tubs, and take them and get marbles, and we would put the sounds on, and everybody would have a glass of wine, and we'll just go to the beach or wherever I take them, from them listening to the sound of my voice, and we're doing breathing exercise. I think that was something so wonderful for me. So I still, even though I have like all the fancy stuff, but I still will break down to get my marbles and put my feet in the tub and just relax, because I think it was just such a wonderful experience. And the ladies, because of the everyday rat race of work, kids, husband, dog, cat, whatever, that's the one opportunity that they have to relax. But when you do your papa parties now, like, what are some things that you do?
Same thing. Matter of fact, I just did myself about a week ago. I put my little shower gel in my tub. I got my marbles and sat down and just massaged the bottom of my feet, because I do it myself. Even though I go get pedicures and manicures and pedicures, I still take time to just sit back and relax because of our spa line. We have an awesome spa line, and when I go get my manicure and pedicure, I actually take my Jafra products with me. And sometimes people say, well, what is that she got over there? Because, the sea salt body scrub smells so good. Yes. And I bring my own nail colors. Matter of fact, they will buy my colors from me, the salon, because we have really nice colors, and we have a lot of them. So, I still pamper myself.
Yeah, you guys don't know what you're missing until you had a foot spa. So call Mentory, I'll get her over there so you guys can experience the foot spa. That's wonderful.
Running a small business can be exciting but very challenging. Most people start a business because of a passion they have, but they soon realize keeping up with invoices, tracking revenues and expenses, staying organized, and marketing and sales support can be extremely chaotic. I see you nodding your head. At Globodime Consulting, our mission is your success. We focus on all the things you don't want to do, so you can do what you love to do. After all, that's why you're in business. We offer a wide range of services, including bookkeeping and financial services, branding and marketing services, business strategy and mastermind sessions. So get in touch with us today for a free 30-minute business consultation and an expense tracking worksheet.
So, your kids, were they young when you started selling Jafra?
Yes, they were like 9 and 11 maybe. And they were helpful because they can bag my orders, open my boxes up and things like that. And it taught them skills too, which is kind of carried along, because one thing they learn is to have your job, which both of my sons are skilled tradesmen at Ford, but they all have their side hustle business. Because you're nothing like making your own money, or what I call everyday money. Right. You don't have to wait to payday. I never have to wait to payday to get paid, even though I get paid by Jafra. But you make your side, have your side hustle. One of my son has a real estate license, buys, sells, rehab homes. The other one does it with vehicles, and matter of fact, they've had quite a few businesses. And so, they learn to be entrepreneurs. And they've had many businesses. They've been producing, music industry. They've just done everything. They just kind of sort of like know that that's the way to develop your talents and what you really love doing yourself.
Yeah, because you learn a lot about yourself.
Yes, you do.
You learn a lot. And even with Jalen, I've learned so much about him in this process of starting the podcast. Like I didn't know that he was good at being the producer, and so I would always say, do it my way. And he goes, one night we were sitting in the bed and he was editing some footage, and he goes, I know I'm your son and I listen to you all the time. But if you listen to me, I know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to tell you wrong. So please start listening to me. And I looked at her, I wanted to say, you little twerp, but I didn't. I was like, okay, you know, but then from there, I seen that he actually did know what he was talking about. And so those days are gone where kids are supposed to be seen but not heard. Like, you actually have to listen to your kids because you might learn something.
Yeah, and nothing's wrong with letting them learn and make mistakes too.
Yeah.
Because that is how you learn.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah. I agree, because we all make mistakes and we all learn from them. But that's the only way to grow, is to experience those failures as well. So,
Right.
It's the only way to learn.
Yeah, and it is. And I know when he made a mistake or two, and he goes, "Are you mad at me? Are you?" I said, "What did you learn from it?" And he was able to tell me what he learned from it. And I said, "I'm not mad. As long as you learn something from that, then that's all that I can ask for, opposed to doing it again. Now you know that feeling that you got when you was sick to your stomach. You won't do that again." That's funny. But you still got the same energy that you had when we first met, selling Jafra. You always so energetic and happy, and so such a pleasant person to be around.
Thank you. That's something that excites me, is telling women how they can be successful, and learn from what I've learned, because I've been in this business a long time, and I've done a lot, and I can also, not only do I enjoy talking about it, it's one of my favorite subjects, is helping women, and the other one is other than Jafra, is about church. So you're going to talk about that. Those two subjects I love to talk about, but I do have a lot of interest, so I can almost talk about anything. I can just enjoy everything and learning so many things. Because I say, on this earth, there's so many places to go, too much to do, too much to see, and I got to fit it all in.
Right.
That's how I feel.
Right, because I was like, well, Mentory, I'm coming downtown or whatever. Oh, well, Erica, I'm gone. I got something to do. You got to call me in advance. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, can you just take it back to my mama's house?
Yeah, you have to catch up with me.
Right.
Because I do volunteer work too. That's another part of my life that I feel is so important for everybody, is to give back through volunteer work. So I take time to do that too. I've always done volunteer work as well.
And where do you volunteer at?
I volunteer at my church through the volunteer services such as Feed the Children, and our church is humongous. Second Ebenezer, so Molina Healthcare Drive and Coat Drive, where we got to feed 5,000 people and clothe 5,000 people. So I love doing that. We went up to Flint for the water, to help distribute water. We worked in the Salvation Army stores. So I love doing volunteer work. But just recently, this past weekend, I was up at Camp Grayland, because I also, for the past 8 years, I volunteer with Homeland Security. Oh, believe it or not.
Wow.
And Homeland Security teaches us to readiness, all kind of being prepared for emergency, things like that. One of my classes was active shooter, which is going on now, across the country. So they teach you a lot of skills about disasters, and it not only am I learning how to be able to assist someone if there is a disaster, I also get to be the eyes and ears for the city of Detroit. For example, they may call us when it's time for the fireworks, when almost 1 million people are coming down to Detroit for the fireworks. And we have a lot of things happening in Detroit, and because I'm a volunteer and learn skills on how for emergency, we're just there. I march in parades. I'm there to support and be in the eyes and ear in case somebody get hot, fall out. I know how to help them through emergency, things that may possibly happen.
Right. And then you do Toys for Tots still too?
We've done that for 10 years, Toys for Tots, until our facility, because everything is donated through Toys for Tots. So once our facility was no longer available, we gave up doing Toys for Tots. Okay. And that is so people sometimes still call me, say, well, where did I go? What did I do? And I can tell them exactly how to get in touch with Oakland County, Rebecca. She's real good, because I still know the people that do Toys for Tots, and I can help assist them organization in getting toys too. So. Yeah. And that was a lot of fun running the Toys for Tots Foundation too, because there's a lot of people that love toys.
Yes, and a lot of people that's in need during the holidays, and people can't feel that if they ask for help that is make them look bad or any type of way. Sometimes you just down on your luck, or you working. It could be a mother that's going to work every day, but she just do not make enough money to pay the bills and make Christmas happen for the kids. So you provided a lot for these families. And
well, you know what? At Second Ebenezer, like we have several times a year, we have Feed the Children. So we might be feeding 2,000 families, and they drive up. Our goal is to make everybody feel welcome and comfortable. We're so happy that you came to pick up the food boxes, and I can't judge them because some of them come up in there with Cadillac Escalade, you know.
Right.
I can't judge. I don't know if they're picking up for themselves or someone else, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right. So but we're just to welcome and be happy and serve them, and make everyone feel comfortable about receiving a handout. We don't know who it's for. We don't. That's not our job to judge.
Right, absolutely. Right, because I know that when my mother was sickly and she needed a box, I could be the one to go and pick it up for her. It might not necessarily be for me, but you know, so I understand that, you know. And then just because you're driving an Escalade, you might couldn't pay your car note this month,
and the food
and you need some food.
That's one bill you didn't have to pay. Right.
So yes, exactly.
Because people get laid off for a minute, and you know, and their money may be a little tight. So we don't judge. You got to pay that car note. It still keep rolling whether you laid off or whatever. You know, we understand that.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. So that's wonderful that you do that. Because a lot of people is in need, you know, and God blesses you for that, you know.
Oh, it's fun because like I said, I just love talking to people. That's why I'm able to sell Jafra. I might not can sell you the product, but I just love people enough that they, if they love you, I'll put it that way, then you can sell the product. Because Jafra is an excellent product; it sells itself. So the thing is learning how to sell myself. I don't really have to sell myself because I had the one thing I needed most, which I didn't know. I'm thinking I need to know all about sales and things like that. No, that's not what I need to know with how to be a sick salesperson. What I needed to do was just simply love people. Right. That's all. Right. Be a friend. Yeah. They'll get around to the product.
It does sell itself. When I was selling Jafra, you remember I was studying to be a Jehovah's Witness.
I do remember.
I was studying to be a Jehovah's Witness. And, you know, they speak about truth and honesty. And so I'm saying if I'm in the Kingdom Hall, I need a product that sells itself. And so I'm not up here lying to you like, it's going to make your skin bounce back. You're going to be rejuvenated. All your bumps going to go away. So I didn't have to do that with Jafra because, like you said, it sold itself.
I had the confidence I need in the product. Knew it was a fabulous product. Yeah. So I'm not going to, you don't have to lie to anybody because it is a fabulous product. Absolutely. And I would have a problem with trying to sell something that not quite what I
because I've used other products in which I won't say, who they are, but I had put their lipstick on and my lips broke all out. Or I had went for their the free consultation for the makeover, and when I got home I was like, oh, I'm dizzy. I mean, like I was getting really sick. I like, oh, I'm dizzy, and they give you a little sample makeup to take. And it wasn't until I washed my face, washed the makeup off and the eyeliner and stuff, that I started feeling better. And so it was something in the makeup that just didn't go well with me. And so I was real leery for a long time of wearing eyeliner and lipstick. But I just found out that it's what they put in their products.
Right, exactly. Because some things can be kind of toxic. And sometimes I have to tell women, they say, oh, I just get myself at the dollar store or the drugstore or whatever. You gotta know that, like, you might have known that some lipsticks and some deodorant, something have some things you just need to stay away from. And then sometimes I've had people point out, oh, I love Jafra, but it's expensive. We always have a sale all the time. I recently was at, I believe, in Kohl's department store about 2 months ago. I was going in there looking at the blouse because they carry J-Lo's tops and things. I happened to see some lipstick. It was like $15 or $20. I said, well, I can feel real good about Jafra. We have lipstick on sale all the time for $10,
Right.
you know, and I know it's a good quality product.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, I'm confident, because every now and then I just need to check and see what the competitor has out there, and I know we're gonna beat on prices because we always have a sale.
Right, and they have a new matte line too.
Yes,
right?
we do.
So they keep up with what's going on. So you brought some products for us today. Can you tell us about the products that you brought?
Well, what I brought here is, this is raw olive body oil and lotion. Because people that know Jafra love our raw almond body oil. Well, I brought the olive because what I love about the olive is the men can use it as well.
Oh.
And that smell is, you know, feminine. And it has a nice scent. And olive oil is therapeutic too. Matter of fact, a lot of hairdressers like to use olive oil as you know, in your hair, a little oil and things like that. So this is excellent for the body. It also has a bath and shower gel. And this is the queen of it all right here. The queen bee of Jafra, called raw jelly. Raw jelly is a substance produced by bees, the worker bees. And raw jelly is what keeps our skin young and smooth and supple and without lines. And so this is the top of the line.
Yes.
Now, I do let people know it is a little pricey, but if you think about it this way, Erica, how much is that outfit you got on there? It looks mighty sharp. How much is that outfit? I don't know. Maybe you spent from head to toe. Maybe just the top and bottom pants. You might have spent about $100. Okay, we won't include the shoes because sometimes I'll spend $80 or $90 just on a pair of shoes.
Right.
You got your jewelry and everything. What if I were to tell you this entire line here is about maybe $140 for about 5 pieces?
Wow, that's good.
Think about 5 pieces. That's almost like $25 per item.
Yeah.
And just think, this is the outfit you wear every single day.
Yes.
Every day.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna wear an outfit every day, you gotta wash it, keep it clean, and this and that. And clothes, you wash them every day, they're not gonna last. But your face, it needs it every day.
Yeah.
This is your sun. You have your moisturizer, your sunblock, your raw jelly line. We have vitamin A, vitamin E. You know, a lot of people already know what that is.
Right.
A is for the line. E is for the is your vitamin E is good for skin. Period.
Right.
We also have vitamin C as well. So, but that one isn't here. Okay, but anyway, this is there's the cleansing milk. There's a cleansing milk as well.
Yeah.
So it's affordable when you think in terms of it's the outfit you wear every single day. So take care of it. And when I started Jafra in '79, actually it was pretty much 1980. That was the obstacle I had to come across because women were used to taking. We understand hair. That hair has to be clean, moisturized, get the split ends off. We understand hair, but a lot of women didn't understand that you got to do the same thing for your face as well, the rest of your body as well. You got to cleanse, moisturize, exfoliate, that is conceal, and protect. That's protection from the sun and element. And once people realize it's just that important, you're going to wear it every day. And I always promise myself when I was younger, I said, I'm going to be a good-looking old lady when I get older.
Right. I feel you, honey.
And I'll be 70 in 2 more years.
Really? Wow. You're looking good. Really?
Raw jelly every day.
Wow.
Every day.
I better get me a couple bottles. I got some catching up to do. Wow. That's awesome. And you still kicking and screaming out here doing that Jafra. And you know, people don't know, but you mentioned that you slow roll.
Oh, yes.
I've yet to slow
Start
roll.
next Monday.
And so I don't know if you guys know what slow rolling is. But she get out there. Do you got lights and stuff on your bike?
Of course.
And they get out there on their bikes, 10 speeds, whatever kind of bike you have, and they dial it all up with the lights. And so if anybody is from Detroit, and I don't know if they do this in other cities, but in Detroit, the whole downtown be full with all these bikes and everybody just riding together, and some wonderful person have the big old speakers hanging off their bike, and they just be listening to the jazz and whatever kind of music, slow rolling through the city of Detroit at night. It's beautiful.
Every Monday night, all the way through the last roll of the year is always the Monday before Halloween, and we have our costume. We have a lot of theme costume nights for Slow Roll, and so it's a police escort through the city.
Okay.
We ride anywhere from 10 to 12 miles on a Monday night.
And that's good exercise too.
And you meet so many people. When actually Slow Roll started in Detroit about almost 10 years ago.
Okay.
So there are a few other cities that have it. Ohio and I think Baltimore. It's also international. They got it in Sweden, Germany, other places too. But it does really well here. Next Monday there'll probably be about 10,000 people show up for Slow Roll.
Wow.
Every Monday between 5 to 10,000 people Slow Roll. So that's a lot of people.
Right.
And don't forget the after party when Slow Roll, after we get through riding the 12 miles, when we get back, all the food trucks are up. Because we're hungry, we're starving.
Right. Oh.
You know, we rode 12 miles real slow.
Right.
And we have a lot of handicapped people. You know, we have every age group is there. It's so funny. This is the funny part because I live downtown. So when it's Monday, you see all the suburbanite people that work downtown. They either stay in the city or they go home, get their kids, cats and dogs, because they come back, and then they come back to the city.
Right.
And because most of the people that come are from the suburbs that ride in Slow Roll.
Yeah.
So they come. You see them on the freeway with their bike strapped on the rack of the hood of the car, and they all come back to the city, and they all there by 6:30, and we roll for about an hour and a half, and then we're back for the food trucks and everybody. We got a DJ. The Detroit Pistons have Slow Roll. We have a lot of that's the fun part. I call it the after party. Yeah, so I really have a good time with Slow Roll. Don't call me on Monday evening. My customers know that. My consultants know that too. But many of them are there.
Right.
But
That's
they don't.
probably why you weren't answering my call on Monday.
Oh man, don't call me doing Slow Roll.
That's cute. That is so cute. I'm gonna have to get me a bike this year, bro. Jalen, we're gonna have to roll on out downtown, get us some slow rolling. Yeah, that's awesome. So I always like to plug throughout the show. You could tell everybody again how can they purchase the products, how can they reach you, or if they want to be a consultant and make extra money.
Well, my website is jafra.com /MBRAGGS, which is M Braggs. My number, can I give out my cell phone number?
If you want to,
sure.
you want to be call you.
313-657-4201, because I have an offer for them. Whenever someone texts me at that number, I will have a drawing once a month. You can enter the drawing. I'll have a drawing once a month to give away a complete set of the raw almond raw olive oil and lotion. I'll have a drawing for that, and I'll also have a drawing for our Roy Jelly moisturizers for $71 value, and I'll have a drawing once a month. Okay, to give away those two items.
Wow. And so when they text you, what do they say in the text message?
Well, when they text me, I just want to be in the drawing, and I listen to the podcast.
All right. One step to see y'all. I got it going on. I'm always bringing y'all some good stuff.
And that's who's going to be in the drawing only. It's just your guess.
Wow. So you guys hear that when you text her at 313-657-4201, and you're going to say One Step Beyond You referred you, and you want to be entered into the drawing, and she's going to enter you guys in the drawing, and you can win these wonderful products. I'm jealous.
And I have the drawing every 30th of the month.
Every 30th of the month. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So you guys will be getting to enjoy something in May. So that's awesome. That is really awesome. That's good. I'm glad you came on the show. So we talk about women empowerment, and one way that we want women to be empowered is by being able to earn their own money and extra money or whatever. So how would you train someone who has never done sales, who was shy such as yourself, or just don't have the motivation to do it?
There is Well, first of all, I believe in getting involved, meeting other people. I believe in when someone join, or it doesn't have to be Jafra, whatever they decide they would like to do. Sometimes people just want to be affiliated. Sometimes people just want to. There's many reasons people join Jafra. Sometimes they just want to travel because we travel all the time. And but we have online training, we have social media. People have Facebook pages. We have calls, conference calls. We have Zoom camera. And that's, even though that's within Jafra circle, if you're in some other business, you can also, I also recommend getting involved at whatever level you can, whether it's just reading, listening to videos, CD, you mentioned Les Brown. He has his online. You can find everybody, anyone online. Find your favorite person that motivates you and listen daily to something to uplift you, because we all need motivation. We all need support. And it's just remember, whatever you do, I said, think we.
Right.
And get involved. And it could be, and stay away from negative people too.
Yes.
There are people that will kill your dream and your vision in a heartbeat, because they want you to stay where you are, and they don't want you to grow. And like I said, remember earlier I said I have that fear. I have to leave this world letting them know that I was here, and they will know that because I been using my gift and talents that God gave me to bless other people, and I'm not going to let nobody stop that.
Yes.
And we all have some talent to share.
Yes.
And don't let that stay caged up inside of you.
Yeah.
And as we learn and get more skill, we find more things that we're able to do. But my gift's not going to die inside of me. And that happens to so many people. And there are a lot of people that work a job and they say, okay, I would like to get started off in a career. But what you have to do is become disciplined and say, okay, I'm going to work maybe, let's say, 8 hours a week. So that means you might break it up. Say, I'll work 3 hours this day, 3 hours this day, and I'll work 2 over there. And stay disciplined in that. And, while you're still maintaining your job, family, husband. Because I did all of that and built my district way back when. I had I was married too. I had my husband. I worked 13 hours on my job. And I still found time to squeeze in. Tuesday night was 2 hours here. Thursday night was 2 hours here. And as long as you let your family know and you get them involved, they can help and support you too. Like I said, think we. And whatever you do, think we.
Yeah, because I made a mistake and said I. But I don't know if I said my podcast or I. And I got checked one time, and I never made that mistake. But he was right, because even though all that the people see is One Step Beyond You podcast, it's really a whole company, and I have a team of people that's actually helping me build the company and send the emails and vet the people that's responsive. It's a lot that goes on. And like I told them, when it's time for me to get out on that stage and do my motivational speaking and coaching, if I spent all my time on Facebook, on Instagram, or just doing the emails, then I wouldn't have time to perfect my craft. So most people just see what they see in front of the camera is so much more than what they see. And I'm just so grateful that all the people that believed in me, in order to see the vision, it's our vision, you know. So that's a good thing. And you have such a great vision to help empower so many women, Well, I come with ideas and I let them come. It's not about my ideas. I have an open door. Okay, you got any ideas? What do you guys want to do next? And actually, we did something recently that I've been waiting to do for the past 2 years. I started having my little girls' pamper party now. Oh, for the little girls?
Yes.
Oh.
Because Jafra I told you, we carry a baby line all the way up to adults, baby, children, and we've had it for some time. And it does really well. And in case you hadn't noticed, the little girls these days get pampered just like the adults. I have 3 granddaughters to know that. They get, they know how to take care of skin. They wear lip gloss. They do skincare. They do the nails. Little girls get their nails done and everything done nowadays. So I decided to have my first and I call it My First Pamper Party, meaning for young ladies, and I focused on age 7 to 14.
Okay.
And it was so much fun, very successful. And what I found is that I need to lower it to 5-year-olds.
Oh.
Because some of the mothers that had brought their children, not just mothers, some of the guys came too, brought their son or daughter and came out, because I had it at the Outdoor Adventure Center, so everybody can enjoy the Adventure Center and come to the Pamper Party there. So I had 2 events inside of one. So, so we had everything set up. I had the manicures, I had the healthy food cooking segment, because mine is more of a learning how to take care of your skincare, and it was so pretty. We had a fragrance table. We taught how fragrances are made and formulated. We just had everything for them. And what I found out is those that brought their child that was in that age range, let's say 10, 11 or whatever, they said, but I can't leave the other one at home. I said, don't bring them. Well, I found out they, at 5-year-old, they were like, they knew what to do. I just could not believe it. They put their little polka dot headscarf on, tied their hair back, and they were just cleaning their face, put on their mask. I was amazed. I said, oh yeah, I got this now. So we're going to be doing it quite often. They had so much fun. It went really well. And like I said, I got a team. That's how I'm able to put this on, because I have a team of consultants that can do the registration, set up the displays, go shopping ahead of time with our budget and pick out beautiful displays and our products and everything. We had the photo booth guy, we had the DJ, we had the like I said, we had everything for them to experience a spa facial.
Wow, that's awesome. That is incredible. So now you got something to do with your look, I'm just bringing y'all all type of hookups. And you know what? And when people reach out to some of the guests out here, I like to hear some of the stories of how you guys utilize the services and how much fun you had. That just makes my day to hear the stories of the things that make me feel, or at least know that things that I'm bringing you guys, that you're enjoying it and it's motivating and empowering you. So that's wonderful. But you know what I can say is, the time that I sold Jafra, I learned a lot of skills. When we would work the booths, and we would be out there talking to people, just sharing the product with them, not only just to gain clients, but to build friendships along the way. I've learned a lot of skills, and those skills I'm able to use today. You know, so I know when people look at me, although like I was nervous at first behind the camera, but outside of the camera, like, to just talk to people, I could just walk up to anybody and start talking to them, and they used to say I could sell a wet Eskimo pie, because that's just my personality. But those are skills that I learned from Jafra, how to cold call, and just it's wonderful.
Remember I said we had an excellent product. I just had to learn about develop me. That's what it does. It develops me as a person, so it doesn't matter what the product may be beyond this, because it's all about me improving myself and gaining skills and knowledge, and you get it from so many ways and so many directions and environments you're in, which is other people, and you know, and teaming up with people that are like-minded and that like to go to seminars like what you do. I owe my whole life to just going to meeting after meeting, any type of training, videos. That's what I did. And learn by doing. You can't be afraid. You got to get out there and do it. You learn by doing. You make mistakes. Oh well, we'll do something different next time. You know, because you know I never been a gifted speaker, but I knew I had to learn to talk, and I had little tricks. I learned to cold contact with people. I taught my consultants, if you want to meet someone and you want to, you know, I gave them little ways to meet people, and I said, have a product in your hand and extend it and be nice and smile. People will always stand there and listen to you. They don't curse you out and beat you up. People will. People are really just that friendly when you are friendly. To them.
And then you guys have that one with the raw almond shower gel and the raw almond body scrub and the lotion. and we would have the table set up with the buckets and the water, and you come and you wash your hands and put the scrub on, and it made your hands feel good and smell good. Everybody can't do that if they're not taught or encouraged or motivated. So that's probably the best example I can give of Jafra, that it motivates you into your best life. You know. So.
It does. I've been blessed. That's all I can say. I had a goal, and Jafra just happened to appear, and that's what happened. I knew I was looking for something. Didn't know what it was going to be. Actually, I was going to go back to college to be. I really wanted to be a bean counter at CPA because I'm a numbers person. I look, I like numbers because you can't make a mistake. There's only one answer. Right. But that's actually when I started. I was going to get. I wanted to be a CPA. Actually, was even studying to get my series license. Stock trader, and Jafra just happened to come along, and I said, wow, this is way more fun. I'd rather do this. And I'm so glad I did, because I had no idea the traveling I would do, not only the travel I do all the time, all over the country, not just me, I mean all of us, my whole group, and the travel and the awards, the recognition, I have so many awards. It's just, my head just spins to know that I've created and I've been able to do and make a difference in other people's lives, because that's what motivates me, is that I can see the potential in a lot of other people and say, you got this going on, so I can work with you. And things like that. So that's what's most rewarding, is that you can make a difference in other people's lives.
Because I know you seen things in me even when I didn't see stuff in myself. So you have like a natural gift, a natural talent to bring things out of people, that they don't see in themselves. And
that's what my talent was. My talent was selling Jafra. My talent was, it's being involved with Jafra. I found out what it is. My talent is serving people and helping and support. I can support. If I can support enough people, we all get to the top together.
Right. And you can't do it by being selfish.
No, you'll never. Oh, that's one thing you learn real quickly. If you are in this business for the wrong reason, you're gonna find yourself out of business. Because it's all about, as I say, the customer's always right. It's about serving other people and finding their needs, and it's not about me. It's about them. What do they need? You only find that out by speaking to them, talking to them, listening, paying attention. Because people will tell you everything you want to know if you listen and pay attention. And if I listen to your concerns, sometimes I have customers that just may talk about their skincare, and then next thing you know, they're telling you about the children and this and that, and like I said, you meet them, they become your friends because they tell you everything. And then we get back to, let's get back to the Jafra again, and I can recommend things because they'd already told me about themselves, and and then I can recommend, I can recommend this for you, but I think I have something even better for you. I think you need to come and be a part of our company. Because I just see that in you. I think you in fact, I know you love it. See, I've been in it long enough to tell you love it, trust me. And if you don't, oh well, what happened? Nothing more, you just got products.
You got some free products.
I mean, that's a win-win situation to me.
Absolutely.
You got some good products to use.
That's one.
Because there's some people that are a little, say, oh, I can't sell nothing. Good. You're the type of person that Jafra needs, because we don't have salespeople. We have people that we can recommend a product for them based on their needs. I'm not trying to say anything. You tell me what your needs are, and I can recommend this or that.
Right. And I think you always had a gift of being able to listen and hear. To see, back then, in my days, I tell people, for a long time I walked around with my eyes closed and my ears closed. So when people would talk to me, it just sounded like they were going wah, 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 right? And so when God delivered me into being this new woman, it just seemed like things began to change. Like my eyes open, I could see things a lot differently. I can hear things that I've never heard before. And so when I was just like, wow, this is awesome. It's just like a whole new world. And so that's how I ended up on this path, because I've always asked God, what is my purpose? You already know I'm a people person.
Yes.
But what is my purpose?
Yes.
Because I don't no longer want to be on the receiving end. I want to be on the giving end.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to be on the giving end, I had to learn all these skills. So everything that you, my sisters, my mom, my dad, everybody taught me along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's awesome to be able to give those gifts back to people now.
Right.
You know, and I'm so grateful for you sharing those things with me, you know, for these many years, because I was crazy at one point. But, you know, I stand in my truth, and that's what I tell people. I stand in my truth. And so now when they come to me and they say, you doing this, you doing that, but you used to do this. Yeah, I used to do that, but this is where I am now. And I always like to use that as a testimony, because there may be somebody out here that just yesterday maybe climbed off the pole or did something, but it's okay, because we all have a past, and you're not supposed to look behind. You just move forward. Just make changes, believe in God, and go forward, and things will be all right. And so as I would like for you to take an opportunity to look into the camera for somebody who might have been experiencing a weak moment, or who's not motivated to empower themselves, or, you know, don't have the encouragement they need to go forward in life, and just look into the camera and give them some motivation and inspiration on, you know, being the best them that they can be.
Well, let me think. I'm going to tell you something that I live by. It actually is ended up in the book, because I work with so many women that I have to motivate and say, we're going to work here as a team and everything. And I've always told them, if you would do the work, just do the work. Just get out there, one foot in front of the other. You know, sometimes we take a step back. That's okay. Then tomorrow, God grants you another new day. Just you know, tonight you might want to go home, read a book, hide it in the cup. But tomorrow, God gives you a new day. We get new chances every morning. But with my Jafra business and my team, I always said, if you would do the work, God will perform the miracle. That I know. I've seen it happen so many times. And I don't care what the goal may be. It may be, you know, it may not even be a business goal. It may be, oh, I'm so worried. I'm worried about my house payment. I'm worried about this. Will I have the money in time? Is the light bill getting paid this month? Is it going to get shut off? Do what you need to do. Hustle. Talk. You know, let people know. When you let people know what you need, or that if people will, you'll be surprised support you will get from people. But I always say, have a goal, aim for it, just know it's going to happen. Just know it's going to happen. Because I say, if you would do the work and do what you know to do, God will perform the miracle.
That's
He'll
right.
come through for you every time.
That's right.
And a lot of my friends have seen it happen.
Yeah.
They say, you said just keep on plugging, I don't know where it's coming from, but it's coming from somewhere. It's gonna happen. I don't know where the money's gonna show up. I don't know where it's gonna show up, but it's gonna happen.
Right.
It's gonna happen. I promise you that.
Yes.
That I know.
Yeah, you gotta have faith.
Gotta have faith.
You gotta have faith.
That's a must.
Man, because if you don't, we talk about, I talk about living in fear in your own mind. We talk about those negative thoughts that's in your head that can keep you from going forward, but you can't let those negative thoughts. Yeah.
Oh, here it is sitting here.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna happen. Oh, they don't want to. You know, they're not gonna help you. That happens all the time. That's life. Keep in mind, we're born with that nature.
Right.
So just know, I'm not listening to you.
Yeah.
I'm over here.
How the sun gonna go, brush your shoulders up.
There you go. Right. Just know it. That's his job, is to try to discourage you. And that ain't happening.
Right.
You just tell yourself that not today.
Right. Wow. So yeah.
And I promise you, if you'll get back, feel better.
Right.
He will show up for you.
And so I appreciate everyone for joining in to One Step Beyond You. It was my pleasure to have you here on this podcast to share Jafra that I've enjoyed for many years, and now everybody else get to enjoy Jafra too, the ones who didn't know about Jafra, and then the ones who knew about Jafra and said, we don't know how to get it. Now I'm just giving you an avenue to find Jafra. And don't forget about her monthly drawing, which you text in 313-657-4201. And if they want to reach you on the web, and what's your web address again?
I'm also on Facebook, Jafra Mentory, or they can befriend me as well. But my personal website is jafra.com/MBRAGGS. So that's M Braggs, actually.
All right. Well, that was powerful. We learned a lot today. And as I always say, and just remember, it only takes just one step beyond you.